Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to year 3 of my Journeyman series, The Road to Anywhere. As always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you support me, the episode, the series and the channel by smashing that like button. Go and do it. I know you want to. Honestly, go on. Cheers. If you want to support the channel a little bit more, really support the channel, keep it going, keep my wife off my back, you can always pledge to my Patreon. You'll find a link to that down below in the description. Now, year 3, was excited. Because you know we're staying here at ROPS in Finland in the Finnish Premier League. We did half a season last year and we did alright. And yeah, I was excited because I had most of my squad. I didn't have any money, but it's always fun to see what kind of players you're going to be able to get on loan and for free. And then just get stuck into it and see what happens. So we've got a whole season here in Finland to get through and I can't wait to share it with you. And I can't thank all the people enough for the nice comments and your views and the likes you've given the series so far. Hopefully you stick with it for the entire journey. But for now, let's just get right into it. So you might remember, I kept most of my squad together. You know a few of them, I didn't show you them all. I'll show you a few more maybe in this episode. But the one worry I had was obviously we were losing some loans. The rest of the real players were staying. It was the goalkeeper. We had a good old goalkeeper. And I knew I was going to struggle replacing him. So I've tried my best. And one of the goalkeepers I've brought in is Rasmus Emanuelsson. He's 29-year-old, it's from Sweden. We got him on a freebie. He's bang average. But we did manage to sign this kid, Marcus Bobjerg. Brilliant name. So he's going to be my starter, hopefully, throughout the season, if he stays fit. I think he's just a bit better than the other guy. But neither of them are as good as the guy we had. So hopefully that's not going to be such a bad thing. Now, we had a player on loan from FC Midtjylland last season. He's the only one we've kept. He's in his second year of his loan. But I managed to get another one, which I'm really happy with. A striker who's got loads of promise, especially for us. Finishing at 12 and some of his attributes for the level we're at, I think will be good. Hopefully he can score some goals for us. One of the other areas I need to improve was my central defence. So we brought in a centre-half, 23-year-old Polish lad, and on a freebie. I mean, I've not spent a penny. But I mean, he's got good work rate. I think, again, this is one of them players who, for the level we're at, will be good. And I brought in another defender, a 29-year-old Danish player, Michael Pedersen, who can play at centre-half, right back and cover at left back. I mean, again, he's not a world beater. It is what it is. But this is the kind of level we're at, and this is what I've got to do, and this is the best I could do. Now, my squad's pretty fleshed out now. We've got pretty much 2 players in every position, which is important to me. We're sticking with the simple 4-2-4, which is basically a 4-4-2, because it did so well. It did so well, didn't it? I just came in at the end of the season. We didn't get beat. We've got 2nd in the league, so that's exciting. We've got a lot of qualifiers in Europe to play, which is insane. But you know, I've got a decent team. My left back could be better, but my 2 centre halves are good. The first one is Sissoko, 32-year-old, who I think is very good. And we've got Ate, who's all right. My left back's Olander. He's decent. My right back's better though, Juho. So I'm happy with that. Goalkeeper wise, obviously you've just seen him. If we go forward in the middle, we've got this geezer who is in his 2nd year now with us from Midtjylland, which I'm really happy with, and then Lindman. So as long as them 2 stay fit, we've got a decent central midfield really. On the wings we've got Kader on the right, Tariq Kader, Dutch lad, who again I think is good, but we've got a decent left winger who I like a lot, Eunice. And then going forward, we've got the new kid you've seen, and then the old man on the block, which is 33-year-old Alexander Koko, who's great finisher. Slow, but I mean, I think we've got 2 decent strikers. So if the first team 11 stays fit, I think we can do something half decent this year. Are we going to finish 2nd again though? I mean, that was a great run. I had no idea really. I needed to improve the staff to give us some kind of extra advantage, so I have. Now again, I can't get any scouts in. I can't get anyone who. I mean, if they've got bloody judging player potential, player ability of 6, I can't be asked. I mean, I'd take a 10, but I can't get anyone. I can't afford the ones who are 1. Now we've got more coaches. I've still got another coach to get, but again, can't do that. Now someone pointed this out in the comments of the last video. I can't work it out either. I haven't got anyone doing 2 jobs. All I've got is me and an under-20s manager, and that's all he's doing. So I don't know why that says he's 2 managers, because there isn't. So that is a bit weird. Now I brought in Robin van Persie at FC Fred. Couldn't get him to come with us here, but this year we've managed to get another Dutch legend, He's not as good as Robin Van Persie, but maybe he'll become a good coach one day. It's the guys just have the best career, an amazing career. 36-year-old Aaron Robin. So absolutely buzzing he's on the coaching team. If you're wondering, we're still skint. I mean, I had no budget and we're in debt. We're not in as much debt. But it's going to be interesting to see if we can make a bit more money if we're getting to Europe. But getting into Europe, if you're a Finnish team, I don't think they want you in Europe. So when it comes to friendlies, I normally do this myself, but I've left it to my assistant because you have all these gaps and I'll forget, and I don't want my boys to be off the mark. And I'd have to play this for a couple of seasons to remember. But you can see that for yourself. We've had the pre-season in January, then they have another couple of games in Feb, and then there's some in March. So I didn't want to balls up, so I've left it to him. But the 4 we had in pre-season was brilliant. I don't know who we were playing. Not a Scooby. When it comes to expectations this year, the Finnish Cup, they want us to get to a quarter-final. Obviously, you have the group stage first, and then you go into a knockout, which is quite cool. Quite like that. We're in the Euro Cup too. And I thought, because it's third division Europe, we'd get straight into it, or at least play a qualifier or two. Talk about that in a minute. When it comes to the Premier League, just wants to get in the top 3. No pressure. Now, when it comes to the future, the board actually want this club to progress. They want to challenge for the Premier League title and keep maintaining that. So they're definitely a club that wants to grow. You just need money to grow. The only thing is, there has actually been rumbles in the press that we might be getting sold and getting bought by someone else. Now, I have no idea what would happen. Could you get bought by someone with money who would invest a few million? Or is it because you're shit, you get bought by someone shit? I have no idea. I've never been at a team like this in Finland and had a takeover. Now, the chairman loves the club, but it's come up twice now. So I've got a feeling it's going to happen. I've done it on other teams, but once you start getting them rumours, even when you get one that falls through, it's gonna happen at some point. So will I still be here though? We did finish runners up last year. It was a brilliant run. I loved it. I had a lot of fun with it, to be fair, especially with a simple tactic. Now we've got in the dream team, by the way, the best striker. So I was hoping he would be the best striker. The guy we got on loan from FC Midtjylland, but the bookies think we'll be fit. So I reckon we can punch above a bit above that. But I'm starting to know these teams now. I know Inter are good. Obviously, KUPS are the champions. HJK are awesome and a rival of ours. So I'm starting to get to know which teams are decent. But yeah, man. Look at the total transfer spending of the league. Wow. Big time money here. But it is Finland. I'm only joking, you know what I mean? I didn't realise HJK and HIFK shared a stadium in Helsinki. That's the biggest stadium in the country. I imagine that's the national stadium as well. But I mean, it is lower level football. We're talking, buddy, I don't know, like maybe even Sky Bet 2. Maybe a bit less, maybe like the national level in England. Especially with some of the stadium sizes. I mean, Stockport County are in the National League. And they've got 10,000 capacity stadium, so... Yeah, but I mean, it's fun. I like this. I like learning about new things. And a lot of these teams I've never heard of, but I'll never forget. And that's what I love about this Journeyman. At this point, I didn't know what's going to go on with Europe at all. I just knew we had to get through the group stages of the Cup, hopefully get through it. Some big teams in that group. Do you know what I mean? It's not easy. And get into the knockout stages. And then I was just hoping, even though we've made a few changes to the team, it's pretty much the same team. And a lot of players that have gone in and out of like for like. And we've got less loan players, so that's usually a good thing in my eyes when they're actually playing for the club. I just thought the tactic, I hope we could go on a roll again because we finished that last season. Amazing, I've still not been beat. So we jump forward a bit here now and we'll catch up on everything. And obviously we had the Finnish Cup Premier League qualifying group. We finished second, we won 2, drawn 3 and we were undefeated. Still undefeated, so I was quite happy. There with that, we beat the champions 2-0, so we're still looking. It's a good idea to say, we're still a good team here. We finished the season second, maybe we can really do something this year. So then we went into the knockout stages and instantly drawn the champions. And this is a great game, we won on penalties. But I think we were the better team anyway. Away from home, great sign that we were a good side. It was just going to be the first of 3 games that were not easy on the old ticker when you're my age. As we went into the quarters, again, got drew away from home against VPS. Again, won on penalties, although this game was a bit more even. I still think we deserved it. Pedersen, you know, you get some player on a freebie you think is going to be average. 2-star player. Bit of a legend. 2 men of the matches he's had already. So yeah, we went through into the semis, where we were away again and again. Won on penalties. I couldn't handle this. I don't think I've ever gone penalties in any cup competition over 3 rounds. I don't think I've ever done that. It's not good for you. Although I think they were probably a bit better. I think they were, to be fair. But yeah, got ourselves into the Finnish Cup final. How did it go? Well, we won it, which is brilliant. My first decent trophy, which is awesome. I've never won a Finnish Cup. It's a nice one to win. Put in the old cabinet. Against HIFK, who were a decent team. They probably were a bit better. You can see my defence had a great game. It says a lot, I think. We nicked a goal in the 21st minute. But, you know, I'm not going to knock it. Well happy with it. So we are the Finnish Cup winners. Yeah, it's quite an early thing really in the season. You get that out of the way and you concentrate on a lot of other stuff. And when it came to the league, we were a bit more average, but this league is very competitive. I came in, I think we were 8th, were we? And we ended up 2nd. And it's close. I mean, we're at 6 at the minute with 11 points, but we could be 2nd within a game. So it's a lot of fun stuff like this. You might not have the quality of players, but when you're going up against the players at the same level, when you're watching the 3D, you can't always tell, I don't think. And I love a competitive league. I love a league where you can win a game and jump 5 places. It just makes it exciting. You never know what's going to happen. So yeah, we did great in the cup. But you'll also see in the league, we have actually been beaten twice. So my perfect run was ended. And these are the fixtures so far. We got beat off. It's weird, isn't it? We beat KUPS a couple of times, twice in the cup this year, and then it comes to the league and they absolutely battered us 3-0. FC Inter absolutely battered us, but we had some great games. It's nice to beat St Ives because they turned me down for the job. I enjoy beating them a lot. We drew with HJK on the TV. That's decent, to be fair. So it's good getting a point away from home against our rivals, probably the biggest team in the country. So there's still a lot to play for, and then you've got obviously more games. There's a championship group, isn't there, as well? So you know, I'm not giving up on the tactic. I like the simplified tactic. I like it a lot. Europe obviously still hasn't started. Don't forget, this season is a bit all over the place because of the weather in Finland. We start in January. It's a bit mixed up. It kind of disorientates me a little bit, weirds me out a bit sometimes, but it is what it is. But we still have Europe to look forward to. Squad wise, yeah, Sissoko, my defender, the 32-year-old geezer. He's probably my best player. Pedersen, he's only played 2 games, but when he did play, he's a legend. 2 man of the matches. I should play him more, to be fair, but he's old. And the rest of them are alright. We're doing alright as a team. Do you know what I mean? I just wish we could do a bit better. I feel like in the league we've let ourselves down a bit, but sticking with the tactic, I think it works for the squad. I mean, we've just won a cup, which is amazing. So I was just excited to see if can we keep pushing in the league. What's going to happen with this Europe thing? Hopefully we get some money from it, because we need it. You need money in this division because we are brassic. One good thing, one promising thing is we've got a decent young player in the under 20s. Came in the youth intake last year, I think. Fairly professional, young striker. Not going to be a wonder kid, but it's a bit of promise. I like him, to be fair, and if I do stay here, I'm going to give him some game time. So the European qualifiers for us started with the best placed first qualifying round, leg 1. It was a long ass journey to try and even get into Europe, but we started well, winning 4-1. We then beat them 10-0 in the return leg, so that was easy. This is going to be easy. Look at the stats. Look at me bloody average ratings. Look how many players got a 9 and above. And then it was on to the best placed second qualifying round, leg 1. Here we go. We drew 1-1. Pretty disappointing, but hopefully we could have a good return leg in Finland. Well, it was average, in my opinion. I've no idea who they are, but I felt like we should be doing better, and we just about made it through. To the best placed third qualifying round, leg 1. Against a freaking awesome team. Started at Steaua Bucharest. Former Champions League winner. So 1-1 against them. I felt that was okay because I felt like they were better and they should have won probably. So I was expecting to go to their place and say bye-bye to the qualifiers. But we didn't. We nicked it in style and we actually won 2-1. 3-2 in aggregate. Surely that's the qualifiers over. Surely the promised land of the Europa Cup 2 is there. No, we had to play Malmo in the best place fourth qualifying round, leg 1. Jesus Christ! I mean... So yeah, we got beat 3-2. They're a pretty good team. And I was a bit disappointed because I felt like we deserved more out of it. Then we went away to Malmo. We won the game, 1-0. But it was a bit like United and City in the Carabao Cup semi-final. It wasn't enough. We needed an extra goal. So we lost an away goal. So yeah, we never even got out of the qualifiers, even though we had to play, what, 8 games? Worst bit about it, we were 1 goal away from getting there into the group stages. Malmo got there, finished second. 1 goal away. Heartbreaking. Now the season in the league went pretty well and we actually made it into the Champions group stage, but I feel like there was parts of the season that were affected. Well, when we were in Europe playing on qualifiers, it definitely affected us in the league, like it did for HJK. So I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know if it's a good thing for him, to be fair. I don't know, because of the way the season is, I don't know. It just comes at a bad place, I think. So we're going to the Champions group and we played FC Honka in the first game, beating them 2-1. We then beat FC Inter away 2-1 in a great game. I really enjoyed it because I felt like it definitely at least should have been a draw. I feel like we robbed them. Next up, we played SJK, drawing 0-0 in a pretty drab game. And then on to our rival, the biggest team, arguably in Finland, HJK. Both scoring goals in the same minute, which is weird. Again, they probably had a bit better than us. I mean, I thought at certain points of the season should try and complicate the tactic a bit more, but I just felt like why bother? It does a job. It does a job. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, to be a team like us and taking points off HJK, I think that's a great thing. I've had a lot of enjoyment out of some of these games, and I got the most enjoyment out of the last game in the Champions group stage, because this time we went away. Instead of getting beat 3-0, we won 3-0. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic performance from my boys. Going forward, they were a genuine delight. You wouldn't have felt like we were a Finnish team. You'd have felt like watching some Premier League super team like Manchester United. So this is how the table finished. We finished second. KUPS Cups. They won the league again, so they've got a back-to-back title. That's great for them. They're becoming a good team, but I think we're not bad. Only 3 points off them. If we hadn't been beaten 3-0 by then, earlier on in the season, I think we'd have won the league, wouldn't we? I'm pretty sure we would. I had no players standing out. The keeper got some good clean sheets, which shows how good defensively we were, I think, at points. But I just think we were an all-round good team to finish second again and to win the cup and to nearly make it into Europe. I was pretty happy with that, especially with the simple-ass tactic we've got. Now, we did make a bit of money from the qualifiers and stuff. It wasn't too bad. It's nothing to break the bank. We're still in debt, but we're not in as much debt. It's like, we've got a saying in England, especially in Manchester, it's called pissing in the wind. Imagine the wind coming right at you and you're trying to have a piss into the wind. It's just going to blow back in your face. That's basically what I feel like this is, just pissing in the wind. Pretty happy with that though. Sticking the old third Finnish Cup in the cabinet. I can't lie, I'm really happy with that. I feel like I've started to build a rep here. Because I feel like I've done 3 seasons. Because this is called year 3. But I haven't really, because we came into the season halfway, didn't we? But I just felt like I'd done enough here, you know. I felt like I was ready to move. And with the new feature where your personal assistant comes to you when you've not got a job once a week and says, I think you've got a good chance at these jobs, I knew what I needed to do is resign. Now, I've enjoyed it here, but it's kind of thrown me off with the dates and so on. I think a year and a half here, it's just, I need to get back to somewhere that's in line with the rest of the world, where you have a summer off and the season starts where everyone else's season starts. I just felt like I wanted to get back into that routine because it's easier to do the episodes, if you know what I mean. For me, it is anyway. So I felt like when we plan, because I've achieved good things here in a year and a half, I think I can be proud, was to resign, get the fare, have a break, maybe go to America with the wife and kids, and then come back in the summer and see what's available. So these are the jobs that are available now, but they won't be available in the summer. But I mean, I want to go to some of these places. I would love to go to Serbia. I'd love to go to Poland. I'd love to go to the Czech Republic, Slovenia. I really want to go on an adventure. I'm wary. I've been in 2 clubs now in Scandinavia, technically, or in that area. And I don't want it to be like a Scandinavian journeyman. So I was going to hopefully try and avoid, nothing against Norway or Denmark or anywhere like that, but I want to try and get over to maybe Eastern Europe. Yeah, I mean, you don't know though. And some of you guys say in the comments, oh, you need to go here, you need to go there. But I can't pick. It's a case of when you're ready to get a job, whatever's available and who wants to give you one. And that's the beauty of it. You have no idea where the road's going to take you. It could take you anywhere. So here we are. I've had a few months off, 6, and I've relaxed. I'm ready. Gardening leave is over. I want to get back into it. And Andy Goss, my personal assistant, good old Andy. I don't know how I pay him. He definitely hasn't got a pension plan. I can promise you that. No dental. He's come to move 3 jobs here. One of them's at my old job. As if I'm. It'd be funny that to see if I can just have 6 months off and come back later. Just that ain't happening. But it's the 2 ones I like them 2 at the top. Hey, Hungarian top division, innit? Czech first division. Hopefully, I'm gonna get one of them. But will I? Or will I go somewhere else? You're gonna have to wait to find out next week in year 4. So there we go. That is the end of year 3. Hopefully you've enjoyed it enough to smash the like button. Maybe even subscribe if you're new. Go and check out my old content. Stick around for me new. If you want to support the channel a little bit more, you can always pledge on Patreon. You'll find a link to that down below at the top of the description. Thank you very much if you do. But thank you very much for taking time out of your busy day to watch this, and hopefully you're going to come back for the next one. No idea where I'm going to go. Not necessarily going to end up in the Czech Republic or Hungary. I love it. I love it. I can't wait. It's so much fun. Because I'll be honest with you, at this moment recording this, I haven't played. So all this weekend, hopefully I'm going to get to play a few days in the week, and then we'll film next week. So even I don't know where I'm going to go. Generally, I have no idea where I'm going to go. And that's the awesome bit about it. Learn some more stuff. Random as shit. I'm kind of hoping I can get a little bit better quality. I'm looking forward to maybe having a bit more something. But you just never know, eh? We're building this career. Hopefully it's a long career. So yeah, thank you. As always, make sure you go and catch up on the Munchkin Club. It's easily the best series on YouTube. My mum, my dad, my wife, that's what they say. And they don't lie. So you stay safe, stay happy. I hope you're happy. Honestly, I hope you're happy. If you want to talk to me, get in touch. I've been Booed. I'll see you next time.